Hello, art people. Welcome to day one of a new lesson. We're going to be making some gingerbread houses, or you can just make any sort of house with your carton today. Our objectives are I am demonstrating safe and proper procedures for using materials, tools, and equipment while making art so that I can safely transform an empty milk carton into a gingerbread house sculpture, or again, doesn't have to be a gingerbread house. Any sort of building is fine. I'll know I've got it when I have used 2 or more materials to begin altering the appearance of my milk carton in a safe and proper manner. So this lesson has some vocabulary in it. Today, I was going to teach you the word architecture. We'll watch a video about it next time, but just so you know, today we're learning about architecture. Architecture is a three-dimensional art form that encompasses designing and planning buildings, bridges, cities, landscapes. So we are going to be working on architecture today, and we're going to learn about Frank Lloyd Wright next time. We're going to learn about the word facade next time and all those good things. So before we get started, we're going to watch a little video called What Are Composite Shapes? And this is a little math video. So I'm going to pause this here and we're going to watch that. Okay, now that we have watched our math video, we are actually going to begin making basic shapes for your gingerbread house. So the first thing that we're going to need is, set that over here, our milk cartons. So if you are a bear, you can get out a milk carton for everybody at your table. Okay, good. And then we are going to need some of our random large supplies. So there is a tray of random large supplies that's like paper, felt, and tissue paper. If you are let's see, how about a kitty cat? You can get the trays of the random large items out for your table to share. Okay, so we've got these and we've got this. We also are going to need markers. So if you're the kitty cat, you can get out the markers. All right, now let's look at our task. So making a basic shape for your gingerbread house, we're going to make the basic shapes first and then we'll do details later. So it's going to be something large. So you can start by making a window, a door, maybe a large decoration like a Christmas tree. So we're going to do this by making 2 or more of these shapes here. So you'll either make a rectangle and a square, or you'll make a triangle and a trapezoid, 2 half circles, however you want to do it. And you're going to combine those shapes to make something new. So for instance, if you wanted to make a piece of candy like this down here, you could do a rectangle and 2 triangles. If you wanted to make a window, you could make 4 quarter circles. So before we decide what we're going to make, because again, we're just going to start with our big items first. You guys might want to take a look at your reference images. If you are the bear, you can get out the reference images for your table. Okay, cool. So you guys can go ahead and look through this and look for some ideas. You could make a window, a door, or like for instance, this one has a tree decoration, a flower decoration. And this page here just gives you guys some non-gingerbread house ideas like these. This is just a building. Okay. And you'll get the chance to put any details you want next time. We're going to start with something big. So think in your brain, what is something big you want to make? And thumbs up when you've got it figured out. Okay, I'm going to make a door. So now you need to think about what 2 or more of these shapes here, these green shapes, could you make in order to make your first item? I think I'm going to need a rectangle and a half circle for my door idea. Okay, I'll leave this right here. And go ahead and use some material. I think I'll use this felt. And use a marker and draw the first shape that you want. I'm going to draw a rectangle first. It's going to be for my door. So you guys should all be drawing in one shape. All right, I'll pause it until you guys catch up. And now it's time for us to all draw our second shape. The next shape I need is a half circle. And if you needed to make some more shapes for your idea, then you can do that. All right. If you are the puppy dog, you can get out the scissors. And now let's free our shapes. Just so you know, the fabric, whenever you're going to cut the fabric or the felt, it does take a lot of patience. It's a little hard to cut these things. I recommend going to the back of your scissors. It's usually sharper back there. Not to just do a little cut. But it's not as easy as cutting paper. So if it's something where you don't have a lot of patience for that, if you'd want to redraw your items on paper, you're welcome to. Paper is easier to cut. And put that back. Now we can actually cut on our lines. Okay, and I'll pause it until you guys are all have your shapes cut out. Okay, and now we need our glue. So if you're the puppy dog, you can get out the glue bottles. And now you guys can go ahead and combine your two shapes to make a new shape. Step 2 down here with the blue. So remember, we like to turn things into stickers before we put them on instead of gluing right onto our project. If we glue right onto our project and then put the item on it, we might have some glue spots that weren't covered, which can be sticky. So all right, good. So now we have done our instructions up here. And if you guys want to do those instructions again to make some other things on your gingerbread house, you can go ahead and do that. So you could do a window, a tree, whatever you want. Remember, look at your reference images for some ideas. All right, and if you wanted to add some other large items to your milk carton that are not following these instructions for making a composite shape, you can go ahead and do that. So for instance, I am going to make a large snowman back here, but I won't be following these instructions. As long as you follow these instructions once or twice, 3 times is really good, where you make 2 or more of these green shapes and turn it into a new shape. But I've done that 3 times now, so I am ready. I'm just gonna do I'm gonna make a snowman back here. But you guys can go ahead and continue making some big things for your milk carton. You could work on the roof, for instance. So yeah, keep on going. You guys are doing a great job. All right, at this point, we can go ahead and get out some more little supplies. For instance, we can start making our details now. I'm gonna get some little pom-pom balls out for you guys, some popsicle sticks, and things like that. Now remember, one of our objectives is to demonstrate safe and proper procedures for using tools and equipment while making art. So make sure that you are using the proper procedures. So for instance, when we glue something on, remember we want to actually glue on the item itself and then stick it on. And then these popsicle sticks, do you guys think you're going to use your scissors to cut them? We're not going to do that. That's not very safe, is it? So if you don't like the size of the popsicle stick, that's just the way it is. You're not going to be able to cut it or anything like that. But if you were wanting to use them, you definitely can. Same with these pom-pom balls. If you were to try to cut those, you might accidentally hurt yourself. So you don't want to cut a little tiny pom-pom ball. Now, if you have a larger cotton ball, that's something that you could maybe pull apart. That would be a proper way to use that. Um, Pipe cleaners, let's talk about these. Is it very safe and proper to poke your neighbor with these? No, it's not. This is actually a little bit of wire in here. So you are allowed to cut these though. You can cut those and that's just fine. But we don't want to be poking in to our carton either. You'll just end up probably accidentally hurting yourself because it's just not sharp enough to go through there. Okay, and we're also not taking our scissors to our milk carton to cut into it because again, if you try to jab that in there, you might slip and cut yourself. So remember that we want to meet this objective that is using our materials in a safe and proper manner. Okay, all right, you guys go ahead and keep on working. You're doing a great job. All right, if you guys are doing snow on your roof or on the base or anything like that, you just can kind of pull the cotton ball apart like so. And then for this one, most of the time we make a sticker first. We glue on the material we're sticking on. But for this one, could be a little different. You can paint on the actual part where you're going to put the snow this time. Okay, so we have gotten our main things on our gingerbread house today. We've even started some of our little details, and now we're just going to tidy everything up, and we'll work on this more next time. You guys did a fantastic job. I'm so proud of you, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.